Um, so look, I'm going to be doing some kind of giveaway this week for anyone that joins in. Um, and I'll do it, and this is going to be from myself, Mark Owen. It's going to be probably on Friday, but in order for you to be involved in this giveaway from me, you're going to have to complete a little survey. I don't know what day I'm going to do it. It's probably going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, because actually I'm not sure I can do a live stream tomorrow. Good afternoon, Atticus. Good afternoon. Why is there anyone on YouTube today? Refresh page. What's happened? I know it's my fault for. Sorry, one second, guys. Right. Okay. Um. Good afternoon, Sire Atticus. Yeah, thank you. So look, gold, I'm only going to look for one type of trade here with gold, and that's going to be a BPC trade. Okay, so for those of you that aren't familiar with the BPC, um, it's basically the market is broken out. So if we were to just draw in, we've got our structure. In fact, let me do it with this one. So we've got our structure level here. The market broke out. I mean, you could argue this was a breakout trade, but once, if you look at that, it moved 51 pips in a straight line. We had a little wick down and it met our rules, technically speaking. But what I prefer now is the market to pull back down. I don't care if it comes to the old structure, but what I need to see is a minimum of two downrange candles. So let me show you what those down BPC long. There we go. So this is what I'm looking for. These are the rules. Nice and simple. Um, bias equals buys. And we don't need to be a rocket scientist to work that out. Okay, why are we saying that? Well, this market is pretty much one directional. So why try and outsmart the market? Just trade with the market. Don't try and be Einstein. Okay? If you want to short this market, wait for a change in structure. So that means wait for market cycles to break. So in this instance, what we'd be looking for is price to break a new low. So you'd want to see the market come down, then pull back up, and then we could look to sell one of those lower highs. And you don't mind because we've had a close below support. So that'll be the way that I'd be looking at trading this market. Okay. So like I said, there's no need to try and be Einstein and try and catch the top because you just get caught holding a position you don't really want to be in. So sit tight that. DAX shorts look good right now. Uh, So, oops, let me go to that. So, if we just identify this area here, we had a close below, the market's failing to go above. I like sells underneath here. Um, and when we look at it on the daily chart, we've tapped into daily resistance, and we've got nice clear candle space to sell down into. So this is something that I'm gonna look to sell while we're on live stream today. Okay, so okay. Um, Okay, yeah, so let's get this one. I think we can get this one placed. So switch. So good old chunky tape profit. All right, so let's just flip over onto um gonna put you on what do we call it? Uh, change screen display. YouTube, change you over. So let's get that down. Uh, change you over on TikTok. Let's put that above this high for now. We'll open trade. Yeah, so Cyprian, how are we doing? Listen, Pat Divine, Ronan, uh, Okale, good afternoon, Marion. I'm just waiting for TikTok to allow me to change screens. So just bear with me a second, guys, while we're waiting for TikTok to change screens. Um, I am on MT5 on YouTube. I'm just, so orders in, guys. The order is in underneath this low here. So I have a pending order right now underneath this low here. So sell stop with stop loss above this high. Um, I'm trying to change screens on TikTok, but it's not allowing me for some reason. So one second. There we go. Finally. Okay, so we can do that. Let's get a partial TP in. We're going to stick 20 pips in. We get 50% to come off. Alright, I'm going to bring the extended target a good chunk of the way down. So what's not too bad. Let's just have a look. Yeah, let's just pull it up above that area there. Okay, so extended targets for me are 23,605. Let me just put a disclaimer in there. This is for educational purposes, and this is my account, and therefore I am not giving financial advice. This is just purely me trading my own account and showing you what I'm doing on a daily basis through systematic approaches. So let's see. Anyone got any questions? Uh, Christopher, good afternoon. Blake, Mindset Rude Boy, 350Z, Menez, Twitch Clips I Go, DH, good afternoon. YouTube, no one's speaking. I know you're there, but not one person has even said hello. Yeah, I have a pending sell order in. You'll know when it triggers because in the top right hand corner up here, you'll see either a big orange number or a big blue number. And that will be dependent on whether we're in profit or loss. If we're in profit, you'll see a big blue number. If we're in a loss, it'll be an orange number. Uh, good. Yeah, pleasure, no problem. J2 Saucy. J2 Saucy, the trader. Terry, how you doing? Kaylin, good afternoon. Welcome. There we go. It's live. So, uh, well, the price feed that I'm seeing on TradingView is significantly different to what I'm seeing on the broker data. So there we go. All right, let's bring this down. So, uh, DAX, it's only 44 points down on the day. So we've moved our stop down to above the high of the 1 hour candle. So at 15 pips, I'll be moving my stop to break even because, as you know, I would much rather be selling the DAX, or when I say selling, I mean trading the NASDAQ, or on this one, it's 50. You should be able to see it just here on the left-hand side. So, so getting close to our break-even point. Now, I'm using 15 pips because it's 70% rule for me. Um, as the market starts to move in my favor, if I get to 70% within my first target, I'll move my stops to break even. And the reason for that is just protecting capital, guys. Um, so new candle will be opening now. 15 minutes gone. So trade management here. This candle pops up. As soon as it breaks this low, I'm just going to bring my stop down above the high of this candle. So in fact, on this one, we're going to, if it breaks the low, there we go. We're going to be in profit no matter what. So trade management allows us to get into profit here. So regardless, whatever happens, we're going to have a winning trade here. It's not going to be massive, but it'll be positive. So there you go. TP, thank you very much. Let's update the stats. Did you get that, guys? We start our Monday with a winning trade. So that's 25 wins, 2 losses, 5 break evens. Just gonna change the text on TikTok when it allows me. It's just so slow to do in comparison to. There we go. Let's just update this one. So guys, let me know if you followed that trade. If you followed that trade, just put a yes or a heart, or click the like button. Let me know if you got it. Yeah, well done, Manhunter. Well done, Jim. Well done, Dan. Well done, number 15. Kaylin, well done. Nice. That's what I like to see. It's been banked. Well done, Dave. Well done, Bray. Well done, Rob. Good work, guys. Uh, so let's see where it can go. Let's get another partial TP in. I'm going to put 50 points in. And again, I'll manage it the same. So next candle, if we're still in it at 130, if the next candle wicks up, then breaks the lows. I took short from Asia high to low on German 30 this morning. Happy days. Well done, Doob dog. So looks like if I get pinged out here for 5 pips on the remaining position, so be it. I don't mind. I'll take one winning trade a day. Who's that? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Done. Right, let's go back to while we analyze. Let's go back to oops, wrong one. Let's go back to trading view. 2.75 RR could have been a lot more, but that's my model. Oh, just follow your model, mate. Follow your model. If ifs, maybes don't matter. Just follow the facts. The amount of times I could have said, well, I could have had 100 pips out of this trade, or I could have had this. Well, I know for a fact I wouldn't have held it that long anyway, just by the way that I manage my trades. So you just stick to your rules, mate, and if it keeps paying you, then absolutely well done. Uh, no, yeah, Magic Keys. Most of my members use something called Trader System, but they're all the same. They've just got slightly different ways of configuration. But yeah, most of the members are using Trader System. But I've had Magic Keys for a number of years now, and it does make trading so much simpler. Peanuts on Magic Keys as well. Yeah, I think it's hard to beat, to be fair. Uh, okay, so like I said, if I'm going to be trading gold, I need to see two downrange candles. Sorry, guys, one second. Right. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go and get a bottle of water, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. I want them to do an auto trail candle high low. I've tried to get them to it. Um, Apparently it's on there, but I can't get it to work. I've tried. So when you go to uh, the configurations, it should be trigger stop loss, not that one. Target SL. Yeah, so stop loss in profit. So you can go for candles back high or low. You can select the number of candles and then the buffer. Um, but it's never worked. Yeah, it would definitely make life easier if that could happen. I can't understand why it doesn't. But you never know. So as it stands, gold spot. I need this candle to close as a down range. If it does, next candle, if it wicks down, I can buy the. I need a buy a candle. Then wait for. So in theory, I've got what 7 minutes left of this candle, 7.5 minutes left of this candle, and then the next candle uh, needs to be bullish, and then I can look to take a trade. Right, give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm just gonna get a bottle of water. Sorry about that, guys. Just dying of thirst. So, as you can see, the rules that I have printed on the screen. Let me just make them a bit bigger. Right, can you see the rules okay, guys? Let me know if you can see the rules. If you can see the rules, just say yes or hit the like button. Now, uh, okay, so let me know. I just want one. Yeah, that's fine. Rob Gee. Guys, can you see the rules? What I'm waiting for? Okay, fantastic. So, if I just was to draw this out, after this, I want to see a bullish candle. So, see a bullish candle like this. Then, next one, I want to see it wick down. As it wicks down, I'll place a buy stop here. And then we're waiting for the candle to pop up like that. Nothing like a good old drawing. So, very, very simple. Mister, is this how you normally trade? Yeah, I'm the same. Nothing new, nothing different, very boring, very monotonous. Funny thing is, last live I was on was one of them, sell gold now, source, trust me, no, trust me, bro. Oh yeah, forget that, forget that. I'll never say trust me. I just say, look, this is what I do. If you like or agree, disagree, then totally. But I just have a very, very simplistic way of trading, and it's either sets up or it doesn't. There's no gray areas. Um, and human, human beings 360. Yeah, this is exactly. But you making good money. Depends what you call good money. Um, Stats are there. You work it out. If you know how lots are created, I'll trade 5 lots gold, 50 lots on indexes. I'm not a massive trader, but enough to make cash if that makes if that's what you mean. Um, and I do this on a daily basis. I come in here, people see me trade live. If you be a member, you be a member. If you don't, just come and join the freeze. Um, why do I do the freeze? I do the freeze as a shop window. The more people see me do this live, you see me win, you see me lose, um, then you will either want to be, did you trade today? Yep, you missed it on the DAX. 20 pips here, sold here. So look, let's just give you the rules. So here on the DAX, we had a breakout trade. So on the DAX, if we just move this back to where it was here, then we look at this on the lower time frame. You see the 15-minute close below, something it didn't do here. Then we have a wick up and then broke the low of the candle that closed below, and we got 20 pips here. and then got stopped out as price broke its own high again on the 15-minute. Thomas, God. Thomas 021. If you want, I'll do you a shout out, mate. If you've got to come and grab some people from a live stream because you can't be bothered to do it or you don't have the ability to do it, I'll give you a shout out, mate. So guys, there's Thomas 021 that wants you to join his FX Trading with Joy. Oh, there you go, mate. Good luck, pal. Best thing I'd say is if you want people to come and join you, mate, don't just go into someone else's live and start putting your links there. Just do a live and let people see if they like you, if they believe what you're doing. That's it. But there you go, Thomas 021. He's just posted his link, guys. Give him a shout out, post some likes, and head over to his Telegram channel. I'm sure he's going to be great. How big is your Discord? I don't have Discord, to tell you the truth. Uh, I do everything on Telegram. Uh, free cha free channels, not massive. We've got about 1600, 1700, I think, on the free channel, and we've got about 180 members. So, so yeah, that's us. Nice community. Can Pura, did you? I just showed. Uh, did you see me just talk? Yeah, yeah, Riches, Stoob Dog. Yeah. So, uh, some have been with me about 7 years. I'm, listen, I'm a bit of a dinosaur in this industry. I've been a long time, been around the block. Um, not very good with the social media front of it. Never been one to put my face out there and do loads of things, let's put it that way. But so one of my members suggested I did TikTok Live and YouTube Live. I said, well, why not? I do it 6 times a week for my members. Why not throw a few more out at times that I'm trading, which is through the US Open? So that's why I do it. And just use it as a shop window. Being totally transparent, I'm trading now anyway, so why not do it and talk to people and 8,500 in Discord. Good effort, mate. So, Mr. Mushroom, thanks for the follow. But yeah, I uh, I don't know if I generally don't massively appeal to the younger generation. I think because uh, does DAX 30-minute have a setup? Let's have a look. Uh, one sec. Look, I like the DAX short from where it is, and I don't mind. I've taken one here. Probably a little bit aggressive for my normal style of trading because I'm not that keen on the price action over here. I'd want to be below this level to take another. So I'm gonna stand off the DAX right now. Um, it is a short setup, technically speaking. I just don't like the price action to the left. Uh, Sorry, a second. Um, Sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm not going to take another one here. I'm going to wait for gold. Gold is what I'm going to potentially look for. Now, what are we seeing here? I understand, mate, on risk and yeah, cash is essential, mate. Cash is king, and the question is what's going to happen around these markets. You know, the US, uh, they're talking about government shutdowns again. That's only going to add more fuel to the potential buying of gold. Jobs numbers have it's reported that if there is a shutdown, they're not going to be able to release the FOMC numbers. They're not going to be able to release the non-farm results. Again, that's going to add more fuel to the gold fire. So I think I'd trade a little bit hesitantly. Gold's dumping. Um, what now? Or it's going to? Oh man, my, there's some strange people out here. But yeah, look, I mean, if you think this is gold dumping, then you really need to reanalyze what you're looking at on the chart because gold's up $53.50 on the day. So the fact that it's pulled back, what, 10, 12, $13, it's only pulled back about 8%, 12% of what it's done today. So it's not really dumping. And whenever this structure is intact, gold's rallying. It's just a pullback. So it's a little bit like thinking about it's a little bit like thinking about you wanna if you went for a run, right? And you wanna actually last a lot more than 2 minutes, you've got to be able to breathe in and breathe out, right? So a sustainable rally is never just going to go one direction. It has to breathe in. So you can't run if you don't breathe in. Just breathing out doesn't work. So the markets are the same. So this trend is still intact. Whatever this is doing anything like this, then I'm only going to look for buys unless we get a change in structure. Well, Richizi, thanks for um, from 3,800. Nice, good effort. Um, I don't know how you managed to stay in when it got up to 38.30. I mean, literally, the way I manage a trade, phew, I'd be I'm out quick. I manage it aggressively. I'm out quick. Couple of trades a day. That's it. Stack with Scott. Good afternoon, mate. Thanks for the follow. It's Rally 2023. Good afternoon. So, what does oh Stack with Scott Trader? Day Trader Gold mentorship. There's a few. Can you explain what is a change of structure? In this case, the CMP of gold. What's the CMP? I'll give you how I would look for a change in structure. So CMP, if you use things like fair value gaps, order blocks, ICT, it's not for me, and I won't talk about it. So look, where you see structure like this, all it is sell a candle, buy a candle. That's support. Easiest way to think about it. Buy a candle, sell a candle. That's resistance. So we've identified that the market has formed support here. It's come back down again, test pretty much the same level. So we've got support again, hence it's drawn in. So change in structure is where you identify these points and then you see it just change. So in theory, once we break this high here, that would be a change in structure. On this basis, once we break this low here, that would be a change in structure, and we'd be looking for the next rally to sell. So very, very simple, guys. But one thing that is paramount for me when I am trading is I want to see clear space to trade into. So by having simple rules like this, all I'm looking for is two downrange candles as a bare minimum with decent bodies. When we've got decent bodies, if we get a bullish candle and a wick down, I know I've got plenty of clear candle space to trade into. Therefore, I'll take the trade. Um, can someone please fund me $5,000 to trade? I made over 500K on my demo account in a month. I can prove it. Listen, it's rally. Demo and real is so very, very different. So first things first, well done for making 500K on um, demo. But what I would do is if I was you, I would go and work, get yourself $100, $200 saved up, and if you can do that, go and get yourself a prop account. You can get a decent sized prop account with $100, $200 these days, and then get paid out that way. Shouldn't take you too long to save up $100 or even $50. I know you can get funded accounts of like 5 or 10K for maybe $50 or even less. I don't know. I don't look into those ones, but that's what I'd do if I was you. You know, I wouldn't really come into a live chat and start asking people for money. It's not a, it's not the great thing to do. But that's what I'd be, because no one knows you, and they're just going to probably switch off when you ask those kind of things. Or if you can do it, start doing a live stream. Start doing a live stream. People will then really like what you're doing, and potentially you might be able to find it because people will see what you do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah? So let people see what you do. But Sadiq, thanks for the follow. Buy potentially. Yeah, we're waiting for this candle to close in 5 minutes. If it closes in 5 minutes, we're going to get a setup. If it closes bullish anyway. Do I trade euro dollar? No, I don't. I just trade gold, NASDAQ, and DAX. So we've got 4 minutes for this candle, and if this candle just shoots off bullish, then so be it. I'll leave it alone. But if it stays anything like it is, then we'll get us the. Okay, 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. I'm waiting for this candle to close. If it closes bullish, next candle to wick down, we'll buy the high of that candle. Darwin X. That's probably not a bad shout for $38 a month. But it's going to take a long time to build capital there. What was it, 38 euros or something like that? 28 euros, I can't remember. But yeah, um, so no, I don't trade euro, just NASDAQ, DAX, and gold. Just looking for 1 or 2 trades a day. Nice and simple. Oh, God. Now, this is where I just looked at my phone. iPhone's just listen. It's just typed out a massive message to someone. Right, let's get ready. 1.5 minutes. Right, let's change screens because I feel like we're gonna get a setup. Vic, good afternoon, mate. Let's get ready. So YouTube, I've got you changed over, uh, and TikTok, we're gonna change over now. So we've got 1 minute, 10 seconds for this candle to close. And that's what we're gonna potentially look for. So remember, analogy. Next candle, I want it to push down first before I put my buy stop in. So these orders, they're not placed. Uh, Hold on. So 20 seconds, guys, 20 seconds. I will do a momentum entry actually here with it being gold and it's coming into US session. So 5 seconds. I'm just going to place this order now. Okay. I'm gonna give this one a little bit more meat on the bone for its first TP. I'm going to give it 15 pips. Hello, mate. What prop firm will you recommend to start trading? I'm looking for instant account. Hi, Dean. I share what oh, copy URL. So this is who a lot of my members have been paid out by. So I've just dropped that in there. Okay, so that's who most of my members have used. Just coming back down south from up your old neck of the woods. How was it? How was it up north, Vic? So Trump has just, oh no, Livet has just said Trump expects Netanyahu Hamas to agree to his plan. So look, if that is it a buy now? I have a buy stop pending order in. So let me just check the high. 38.1898. 38.1898. Ooh, that's too far away. What do we say? 38.90. Call it 38.19. So let's go to 38.19.2. So my buy stop entry is in at 38.19.2. Bit chilly, yeah. Uh, yeah. So Dean B991. I just posted a link in the chat. Um, they are very very good. Mister, what was your signal to go long here? Um, so if you've only just arrived, the rules I had up on TradingView a minute ago. So basically, I'm looking for obviously we have a strong uptrend in place, structure producing higher highs, higher lows. Then I need at least two downrange candles. So um, two downrange candles with lower highs and lower lows, strong bodies. Then I'm looking for effectively a buyer candle that is showing a shift from sellers to buyers, which we see here. I mean, ideally, I want to see a bullish close, but in this instance, because we've got a long wick to the downside. I'm happy to use this one. The next candle, I want to see a wick down. If we create a wick down, we place a buy stop above the high of the bullish candle, and then look to target the swings again, the swing highs, and scale out on the way up. So that was it. This is what we call BPC. So it means we've had a breakout. So here's our resistance. We've broken out. Then we've pulled back, and now we're looking for a continuation to go long. Trade management, as soon as this candle breaks the high and we get triggered, we're going to move our stop loss from here underneath the low of the candle that triggers it. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, just hit the like button or say yes, whichever one is the easiest. Pleasure, Dean. Maggie, welcome back. Morongwi, thank you for the follow. Always learning a lot from me. Ah, well, listen, the good news is that whatever you hear me say on here, there's not much more than that. So the learning curve is sharp and quick, and then it's all about the discipline to follow it through. That's it. Uh, so just waiting now. Remember, so something else that I do, and I don't know if it's something that you incorporate, is when I'm trading and putting my stop orders in, buy or sell, I'll always add the spread on above the high or take the spread off below the low so that you don't just get triggered in on price hitting the same price. You always want to make sure that you're giving yourself the ability that the market has then created a new high, not the same price. Hi Anna, how you doing? So we have had a trade. We took 20 pips out of the DAX, and we're just watching gold now for a BPC long. Pending order is in place, and this will be, if it gets triggered, this is going to be the last trade for me today. Fedorov, thanks for the follow. Uh, Uh, Bryson, thanks for the follow. Much appreciate. Anyone into golf? Now, I'm not a massive golfer, but I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy the Ryder Cup. Vuzi, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so we're just waiting. Buy stop order is in on gold. There's nothing crazy and exciting happening at the minute. We've had one trade so far, and that was on the DAX. It was a sell. Uh, what what time this table trades taken refers to? Since the 1st of August. Because we've been running the streams for a few months, someone said to me, how many trades do you take? I said, 1 to 2 a session. So then they said, oh, well, can you record the trades that you take on the live stream? So that's when it started. So 1st of August, we started recording the number of trades taken. Some days there's no trades. I was away for 8 days in August. And other than that, there's usually around 1 or 2. I don't have a buy limit. Yeah, 2 months. So if you look at that, well, it's 27, 32 trades. Uh, say there's 40 trading days through August and September. I was away for 8 of those in August, so about 32 trading days. So it's about one a session, basically, on average. Now, there have been days where I have taken 3 trades, but predominantly it's about one or two. I don't have a buy limit. It's a buy stop. It's above the high of this 15-minute candle here. So the 230 candle, well, it'd be the 130 candle. Uh, there's Now, if it keeps coming down, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's not costing us anything. And this is why I like to use the analogy of the bow and arrow. So you're looking for the bow to get pulled back, you let go of it, and the arrow projects forwards. So when we look at this candle, this is the market coming down. So this is the bow being pulled backwards. And hopefully well, not hopefully, it doesn't matter. But if it attracts buyers, then what will happen? It'll start to pull back up and then it'll project forwards. If it doesn't attract buyers and we end up moving lower, then we just wait for the same process. We just wait for a buyer candle, wait for a wick down, then we buy the highs. Unless we get a change in structure, which is the market to break below here. So everything is very systematic. It's an if done process. If it happens, this is what we do. If it doesn't happen, this we do nothing. You're right, Jamie. Thanks for joining. Sunnyside, thanks for the follow. So yeah, just remember the market can retrace all the way down here if need be. I'm not what you call the amount of times people say to me, "Are you a break and retest trader?" I go, "No, just price action." So at any given point, as soon as buyers come back in, then we have support formed, and at that point we can then look for buys. And Shikeli, hi Mark, what's your take on the candle range strategy? No idea what it is. Let me Google it. What is the candle range strategy? The candle range theory is a trading strategy that uses a single candlestick's high and low to identify potential market manipulation by institutional traders. Well, this sounds like a load of bollocks. A phase known as liquidity sweeps, a setup occurs when the second candle breaches the range of the first, then closes back inside it, signaling that smart money. My days. Who thinks to write this waffle? Signaling that smart money is leaving a footprint to trap retail traders. Traders enter on the third candle, targeting the opposite side of the initial range after the market moves in the direction of the implied manipulation, often on a lower time frame. I can't listen to stuff like this. How to identify initial range. A single higher time frame candlestick confirms initial range within its high and low, acting as crucial liquidity levels. Observe the manipulation. So what's the manipulation? Subsequent candle, the second candle, then moves to sweep liquidity above or below the initial range. For a trade to be valid, the second candle must then fail to close outside the. Uh, I'm stopping reading. It's not for me. It's not for me. As soon as I start seeing smart money and institutional this and I owned having liquidity sweeps, that's fine. But you don't know it's a liquidity sweep until after the event, which is just another name for a false break. Um, listen, it's just CRT. Who the? Oh, so it's ICT. Okay, not for me. Yeah, not for me. I just so listen. Just to give you an insight, there's a candle can do 4 things, and then you can refer to it as whatever you want. Okay, so that's the four things a candle can do. It can't do anything else other than those four things. So if this is if this is candle one, the next candle has a higher high and a higher low. Therefore, the second candle is what I call an uprange candle. The third candle has a lower high and a lower low to the second candle. Therefore, it is a downrange candle. The fourth candle has a higher high and a lower low from the third candle. That means it's an outside candle or engulfing candle. And the last one has a lower high and a higher low. Okay? That makes it an inside candle. Other than those four candles, the market can't do anything else. So however you want to interpret those candles and whatever waffle people want to give to it, that's their prerogative. The only variable to that is how a candle closes. So if you wanted to keep things as simplistic as you possibly can, which one of these candles, if I was to just go one, right, this is me just going to give you a very, very simple trading lesson. And hopefully this should make a lot of sense very quickly. Right, if you to look at candle tip 1, 2, 3, or 4, I don't care how new you are to trading, which candle do you think you would see more of in an uptrend? Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, or candle 4? Just type the number in the chat. If the market is trending up and you've got an uptrend, which one do you think you'll see more of? Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, candle 4. Look at it in relation to the previous candle. Most of you are saying the right answer. Yes, Christian. Yes, Manhunter. Yes, Human. Yes, OSHA. Yes, Maggie. Dan, 94% win rate and 82% win break-even rate is insane. Ah, jeez. Okay. Yeah, exactly, guys. Number one. Number one. There's only four things that the market can do. So if you know that if there is a trend, then the probability is you're going to see an uprange candle, which is what I call number one, an uprange candle. And if that next candle, as it opens, goes down before it goes up, and yet it respects the previous candle's low, then you've got a really big probability of hitting take profits as it breaks the high. So look, let me get rid of all these. And this is, you don't even need to know anything about trading. You can just literally look at the chart and see what's happening. Just think of the, just think of, right, look, down range, up range, up range, inside, up range, up range, up range, up range. If you bought the high, no, not a retest. If you bought the high of every candle that did a wick down first, so this candle did a wick down, you buy the high, it goes in profit. This one is an inside candle, so no order. Here, this one creates a wick down first, then breaks the highs. This one did a wick down, breaks the highs. This one did a wick down, break the highs. This one did a wick down, break the highs. So in theory, every one of these, when at least here, this one did 19 pips. This one did 44 pips. This one did 53 pips. Now you can go all the way back and just start identifying it. Now, I'm saying to you is, right, as soon as buyers step in here and give me an uprange candle, I'm just going to buy the, I'm just, the point is the crosshair. As soon as a buyer candle comes in and wicks down, I'm buying the higher the candle. Does that make sense? I don't give a damn about data. I don't give a damn about what's going on in the world out there. I'm just following what price is telling me. Yes, you will get it wrong. Yes, you will have losing trades. But if you were a boxer and you went into a boxing ring, would you not expect to get hit in the face at some point? If you were a rugby player and you went on the rugby field, okay, let's do it again. So this candle's an up range. So this one's created a wick down, then it breaks the highs and goes up. Next one is an inside candle. So we don't do anything. Here, you have a wick down, it creates new highs. So here, wick down, buy the high, you get what? 50, 60 pips. Wick down, buy the high, 50 odd pips. Wicks down, wait for it to break the high, there's another 30 pips. So if you use simple exit strategies like 10, 15, 20 pips, whatever it may be, you don't need to be greedy. You don't need to get all the pips in the world. Just scale out and then trail your stop according to price action. I don't care. Do you trade the NASDAQ? Yeah, trade the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, DAX, and gold. Just look for 1 or 2 trades a day. Nice and simple. So we just traded the DAX. We had, let's cancel this now. So we need to wait for a buyer candle. 30-minute is fine. 15 minutes fine as well, so we'll wait. Uh, DAX has kept going down, but look, my trade management didn't allow me to stay in the trade, so it's not a problem. Like I said, do you think one-to-one can be profitable with good edge? Yeah, why not? Anything can be profitable. Negative inverse risk reward can be positive. It comes down to the maths, it comes down to the statistics. So, what's your probability of success? What is your success rate? At what point do you start to go backwards based on your success rate? And then as soon as you go below that level, you stop trading. Yep. So any system can be positive. You just need to know the stats. And when you get below that certain threshold, then stop trading and then start trading again. So I see all sorts. People say, oh, you can't trade unless you've got massive RRs. So you only need to be 20% right or 30% right. Why not? I understand why people want to be big RRs because the probability of being right 20 or 30% of the time is a lot easier than to be right 80% of the time, in theory. But if you have a systematic approach that allows you to be right 80% of the time, and in order to be right 30% of the time, you got to hold your trades to get to 3 to 1, then you got to know whether you can do that. Do you have the discipline to sit in with a trade for it to go 3 to 1, or are you going to start tinkering with it? I've been doing this since 2009. Like I said, you don't get nice grey beards like this for for not being in this industry a long time. Lemon drop. Wolf is changed to Wolf WB. Shares are converted 90%. Oh, okay. Thanks for the info. Jeff Bernard, thanks for the follow. Mo, thanks for the follow. Um, yeah, so that's it, guys. And like I say, totally transparent. The reason I do these live streams, A, I'm trading at this time anyway, and B, it's a shop window for me for people to join the community. We've got a brilliant community. Everyone's super uh, energetic, enthusiastic, supportive, you name it. There's no there's no belittling of anyone. We all started at the same place. We all started not knowing what a candle was, not knowing how to press a buy or a sell. So the thing is, oh yeah, listen, anyone that starts this industry usually starts it for a reason, right? They start it because they don't generally like where they are in life. Yeah, you want to create an extra bit of revenue. And that extra bit of revenue, you usually want it because you need it. And that can be a dangerous thing. Because you need it, it can sometimes force you to do things that you shouldn't really be doing, but you start listening to that little voice in your head. Um, so you have to just stay disciplined. The hardest thing to control is yourself. You know, everything else is random, right? If you can, uh, fun fair. Who the hell's this? How? Um, so I'm, sorry, just on live stream at the minute. Sorry, I just someone's just messing. Does the time you execute a true trade matter? Yeah, for me it does. So my principles and the way that I trade are based around new money hitting the market. So I'm looking for the rush. I want buyers and sellers to be hitting the market, new fresh cash to be hitting. Doesn't mean that setups don't happen outside of the times that I trade, but the ones where I trade within the trading times that I do have a much higher success rate. And when I do, let's say, come off, when I lose a little bit of discipline and trade around times that I wouldn't normally trade, then guess what? That's where I usually get more losing trades. So we're just waiting 4 minutes for this candle to close, and then we're going to replace the order again. Uh, Thanks, Peanut. Appreciate it. Mm, the man, no problem at all. For those of you that are new, yeah, I am here every day, Monday to Friday. Um, saying that, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I've just been asked by a few people how to join the community. If you want to join the membership, then the link is there. Um, and once you've joined, I'll add you to about one, two, three, four Telegram channels. I'll send you a link. You have to request access, and then I'll add you. So yes, you will need Telegram if you don't already have it. It's a free messenger app. So yep, we are just waiting right now, just under 3 minutes. Yeah, need this candle to close bullish. Once it closes bullish, mm, thank Razor, thanks for the follow. Eric Majority, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. So let's get the buys ready. I'm just gonna put it here for now, which is pretty much the same price, but I'm gonna put my exit up there, stop down here. I'm putting it here for now just because I don't know how this candle's going to close in the next 1 minute and 15 seconds. Vic Snazzle for the grey beard. Yeah, can't do much about it, unfortunately. Age isn't on my side right now. The grey is just for distinguish. Big shrimping, what you trading? Gold, 15-minute chart. Taps, trend line. What trend line? I don't see a trend line on my chart. If you want to get rid of the trend line, just tilt your head and it'll become a horizontal. Did I buy it? No, I haven't bought yet. I'm waiting for this candle to close. So 30 seconds. It's going to be bullish. We just wait for it to break the structure. Uh, no structure for me, mate. It is literally, I just wait for this candle to close in 11 seconds. And then I can bring my entry down a little bit, but I'm just going to wait. Okay, orders in now. So orders in, I'm just going to bring it down above. There we go. So above the high, I'm just going to put partial TP in, 15 pips. Okay, you'll see when it triggers because a big orange or blue number will come up here. Let's get another partial TP in. Let's go 35. Okay, there you go. We're triggered. All right, so a couple of pips, and there we go. Let's bring our stop. Ooh. Okay, so we've de-risked. Okay, I'm at break even now. We went 10 pips up. And I'm about to get stopped at break even. No. Yep. It's holding in. Now, there we go. Stopped at break even. Now, I will look for the 30 if it sets up. Come on. Sorry, just we got a visitor. My boy. He just came in. So, there we go. All right. We've got the go down, pal. So, let's update the stats. Another break even. So, I will look to trade this on the 30-minute if it doesn't fly. Break evens, 6. Apply. Now, I know some of you will be going, oh, why did you move it so quick? And it would have hit you 15 pips. Well, that's the way I do things, guys. Sometimes, yeah, look at that. I mean, in theory, you could look at it and say, well, we'd be up 25 pips now. Well, I'm not. Am I annoyed about it? No. This is just trade management. You have to accept it. I am going to be super, super aggressive. Had we not been up $60 on the day, I would have left my stop underneath the low of this candle. Okay. But $60 up on the day, I'm just a little bit cautious. So I'm never going to go broke getting a break-even trade. Okay. So that's one thing just to remember. Bot, thanks for the follow. What other options do you trade? Looks like it's playing with some low time frame resistance, big shrimping. Just hold the buys to the highs, scared of drawdown. To the highs, scared of draw. Not scared of drawdown, just it's called protecting capital. I see people that go, oh, it's going to the moon, and they keep the stops where it is, and next thing you know, they end up losing their account and blowing it. So it is what it is. I will trade the same way every day. I'll do the same thing every time. No one will convince me to do otherwise. That's not arrogance. It's just what I do. Dan, 4 for 4. Great start to the week. Day done. Well done, Dan. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been. I, I'm I'm quite happy for the 30 minute. If it's still like this, um, so we'll see. Got 11 minutes. Now, if you get a 20 pip wick on this and it goes down first, we can do a flip entry. But I've done 2 trades this session. One win, one break even. I'll call it a day, but we'll see what happens just for the live stream. Uh, Nas Bears. I guess we got a Nasdaq shorter there. Thanks for the follow. Big Shrimping, thanks for the follow. Um, Dan, one of my members on YouTube, he's done 4 trades today, 4 wins, and that's a great start to the week. Well done. Razor, it's going up. Yeah, it's going up. I'm not in the trade though. I got stopped at break even. 10 pips, it's my rule. Normally I would be securing profits at 10 pips, but in this instance, I was looking for 15 on the basis that I love the market trend, but I'm being super aggressive at $60 up. It's just when you're looking at that and you're going, well, hold on a second, the day is already 1.5% up. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there when the rug pull comes, or I don't want to be there when the correction comes. Nikki, good afternoon. Art Conspition. Thanks for the follow, if that's how you say it. I mean, look, it's what we were waiting for, but you can't plan how the market moves, right? The market is God, my eyes are playing. RJ Azoida, thanks for the follow. Um, got liquidated today, so looking for live traders. You got liquidated today. Sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry to hear that. How did it happen? Over over risk? Which pair is this? This is gold. This is gold. We've had two trades today. One on the DAX secured 20 pips. One here did go 10 pips, but I didn't bank half. I just moved stops to break even. I then got stopped at break even. It was based off the 15-minute. As soon as this bullish candle came in, wick down, bought above the high. Yes, it's done what we wanted, but look, ultimately, as I said, $60 up on the day. I'm getting to risk-free as quickly as possible. Uh, at what time do you go live? Where are you from so I can adjust? We're in the UK, but based in London, and I go live at 1 o'clock. I was on a buy for gold, three stop losses done. Oh, sorry to hear. Tomorrow, 12. Tomorrow, I've got a meeting at 12. Let me just check. I might be able, I normally go live at 1 o'clock, but tomorrow I can probably go live. Oh, 12 to 30, give me one. Right, I'll try and go live about 1:15 tomorrow, but I will have to finish at 2:15. Okay, so uh, Mongoli, thanks for sharing the live. Night Samurai, thanks for the follow. So yeah, Monday to Friday, it's always 1 o'clock. But tomorrow I've got something on, so I will start a little bit later. If I can start earlier, I'll let you know. But it'll be which part of London so I can come for one-on-one mentorship. I'm in NW6. I All right, okay. See you tomorrow. So yeah, it'll be 1:15. Smart Signal, one-on-one mentorship, that's something that I just do for my members. It's not a service that I offer to everyone. All right, Smart Signal. Uh, I used to be in SW6, but yeah, I've headed north. Speak soon, bud. Yeah, just send me a DM and I'll reply to you. In fact, if you 07356237138, you can grab me on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp on there. I've just okay, Dan, no worries. See you Wednesday, mate. I mean, to be fair, with 4 for 4, you've pretty much done for the. Uh, I've just posted it above Smart Signal. You seen it? Okay, 3 minutes. Uh, there you go. Okay, so there is potential for another move up here based on the rules. So if the next candle moves lower, we can look for buys above the highs. Uh, 32, 30. No, I mean, I won't let it get all the way up there, but I'll put it there. If the next candle wicks down, what have we got? 1 minute and 10 seconds. And then I'll put my partial TPs in. So partial TPs, one will be here, one will be here, and then I'll just see if it can run to the moon. If not, doesn't matter. CJ, good afternoon. Ethan, good afternoon, guys. So let's see what happens, right? We've got 45 seconds. 45 seconds, and then potentially we'll be looking to get long. Okay? Potentially. Mo Ali, good afternoon. 30 seconds. Just technicals. Look, fundamentals I know and I follow, but they don't affect my decision. If it just goes up, I'm not placing the order. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so if this triggers, wherever the low of this candle is, we'll move the stop loss from where it is to the low of the trigger candle. All right, so let's see what happens now, guys. What's my entry? It is 38, 23, 27. Let's check. Yep, 38, 23, 27. Can I watch the NASDAQ? Not while I've got this order placed, sorry. Are you buying or selling? It's a buy stop. I have a buy stop above the high of this 30-minute candle. Serge, thanks for the share. It will go up. I like the way you manage the finances, not putting a stop loss. Well, thanks, Razor. Yeah, well, if this candle triggers, stop loss comes from here, underneath the low of this candle. And there we go. So we're in. I see 10 pips up. Stop loss goes to entry. Getting close. Hmm. And we're back at entry price again. Okay, break even, and there's TP. I just move it a little bit in front to cover any commissions. So there we go. There's another 10 pips secured, guys. Well, no, 15 pips. Sorry, we put 15 on there. So let's see what happens next. And we're out. Okay, so 15 pips. That's me done for today. 20 pips on DAX and 15 pips on gold. So let's just change it. I don't care what happens. I'm happy to let people have the big wins. You keep giving me 10, 20, 30 pips a day. I'm as happy as a pig in you know what. Right, guys, I'm going to check out now. I don't hold. I hold if the market allows me, but as soon as I get my TP, it goes straight to break even. So it is what it is. If the market just goes, then fantastic. I get bigger runs. If it just moves up and flicks straight back to my entry, I'm out. I don't need big wins. As they say, revenue is for vanity. Five lots on gold. All right, guys, I'll catch you all tomorrow. It'll be about 1:15. Yep, that's me done. I'm shooting the screens now. I've just got a couple of coaching sessions, and then that's it. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you tomorrow about 1:15. Bye.